unless you know the response to this greeting. We met on the level. Nobody? We parted on the square. You guys need to read a little more geeky sci-fi. People say to me, well, enough that I would remark upon it, Nick, they say, where did you come from? How the fuck did this happen that you're speaking to a room full of smart people at the Masonic Center in San Francisco, in the historic Nob Hill neighborhood? And I say to them, I have no fucking idea. If I had to make a guess, it's because I've had the good fortune to have some very good teachers in my lifetime. And I've had the good luck, in the middle of a great deal of jackassery, to pay attention to these teachers, starting out with my mom and dad, Kathy and Rick Offerman, two of the finest Americans you could ever hope to countenance. They did this. They didn't mean to. They had no idea what they were doing, but they did it nonetheless. Followed closely by the ridiculously gorgeous stack of curves and comedy juggernaut that is my legal property, Megan Mullally. Some of my finest acreage. My vacation property. That's better. I'm getting a nice bounce off this too. Right? It's nice. I've had really good teachers in my life, and so when I was invited to speak in front of people, I thought, well, you're not that funny. You don't write hilarious jokes. So I thought I would instead try to pass along some of the lessons that I've gleaned from these great teachers I've had. So I've compiled a list of my 10 tips for prosperity. That is what American Ham consists of, 10 lessons that I hope you will take note of. I will not be testing you this evening, but life will be giving you a pop quiz for the rest of your days. So it might behoove you to mind both your P's and your Q's. I'd like to take a moment to thank whoever chose this leafy gobo that is being projected onto the stage. It brings to mind the opening monologue of Twelfth Night, or as you will. So let's dive into it without further ado. Number 1, engage in romantic love. It's not a joke. I don't know how I got so goddamn lucky as to land the lady that you just saw shaking her jugs right over here. But I did get so lucky, and it is a sweet, sweet gig, and I would like to keep it. And I've learned that if you're in a relationship and you want to stay there, it doesn't hurt to be hopelessly devoted to your significant other. It makes the days more sweet and beautiful. And I've been a sap my whole life, really from puberty on. I've been a hopeless romantic, and I used to be mocked. I used to be bullied for it in the locker room by the other football players, because they would see me kissing a girl in the hallway. They would make fun of me for that. And I would say, "It's okay, Tony. The only reason we're kissing in the hallway is because they don't let people suck one another's dick in the hallway." How's football going for you, Tony? Tony is now a pipe fitter. Please don't let it get back to him. He's still very large. I have always been a hopeless romantic, and it continues to this day, and it really does me a lot of good. If you want to live a life that feels delicious, it's great to be in a partnership, because when you have a best friend that you can combine your powers with, like the Wonder Twins, you can form all kinds of shit made of ice. But you're not just limited to water-based powers. You can use all the elements, fire, wind. It's amazing. We're so much more than the sum of our parts, and it's really beautiful and fun. Getting to do a show like this together is such a crazy dream. I've been masturbating backstage furiously. I've got to... I think I threw something. Reawoke my bursitis. Megan and I have been together for 13 years or so. Thank you. And people are surprised to hear that, because they simply look at her and then they look at me. And they always get the same look on their face, and I say, I know what you're thinking. I have a terrific personality. And a not inconsiderable girth of character. I mean to say my integrity has a pleasing circumference. It's not really a joke. It's a long way around the pith of my tree to make a figure of speech. We're considered boring. We're considered a vast disappointment to people when they come visit us in Hollywood, because, you know, we're a couple of hotshots. And people expect us to be running off down to the Whiskey A Go-Go with the Sheen family and eating bath salts or whatever you guys are eating these days to see shit weird. But we don't. We demur every time Emilio calls. I let him down easy. Not tonight, bro. I'm sorry, Lou Diamond will be there. You guys will have fun. Without us. We like to stay in. We're homebodies. We're boring. We like to play cards and read books and do puzzles. We do a shitload of cocaine, and then mainly put together puzzles. Give me the fucking sky pieces! So good. Something so soothing about a field of cerulean blue. And I'm using amphetamines.